So today I'm going to explain the differences between the two main past tenses in the Spanish language, the preterite and the imperfect, or el preterito y el imperfecto. I have videos on how to conjugate these two tenses. If you're interested in learning how to conjugate the preterite or imperfect, see these videos. This video does not contain any information on how to conjugate these two tenses. So I'm going to explain the differences and similarities. So here we go. Okay, so first we'll start with the imperfect tense. The imperfect tense talks about an ongoing or incomplete action, something that has happened many times, is continuous or general. It generally refers to a repeated action. So if something happens a lot throughout your lifetime, that's when you would use the imperfects. A couple examples are, I ate strawberries every day. Comía fresas cada día. It means I used to eat is more of an accurate translation than I ate. Usually I ate would be more of a preterite. Another example is, as a child, I played soccer. Como niña, jugaba fútbol. So that means that you would play very frequently, very often. It was something that happened a lot. But probably the most important point to take away from this is that it's a repeated action. It usually translates to, I used to do something. Although that's not the only way to translate it, obviously. So I translated these down here. So the preterite refers to a definite action with a definite beginning and end. It happened once and it's a completed action. It's a specific instance. That's kind of the takeaway point for this one. So you're talking about something that happened once. We ran to the house yesterday. Corrimos a la casa ayer. I spoke to my uncle. Hablé con mi tío. Both of these events are once again referring to that specific instance, that one-time thing. Another way I've been explained the differences between the imperfect and the preterite is more visually. So people refer to the imperfect as a circle, as an ongoing. Oh, we were running around and then something hit us. So it's like a circle represents the imperfect, and then the sudden event that stops the circle from going around and around is a preterite. Imperfect, preterite. So you can use the preterite and the imperfect in the same sentence, such as, while I was eating a sandwich, I heard a little girl say hello. Or as I was saying before, as I was walking home, or as I was running around, something happened. So while I was walking home, I met a new friend. Something was going on, and then suddenly something else happened. And of course, the thing that was going on would be the imperfect, while the thing that happened suddenly would be the preterite. So here are some practice questions in English to test your understanding. Decide whether the verbs that are boxed out would be in the preterite or the imperfect in Spanish. Pause the video here and write down what your answers would be, and then you could check them in just a couple seconds. So pause the video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the answers. So as it says at the bottom here, depending on the tense chosen, it could change the meaning of the sentence. So you may have put preterite or imperfect for a couple of these, thinking that it meant something different than what I originally intended. So if you have any specific questions, if you think that something's wrong or you don't understand why one of these is one or the other, please comment and I'll try to explain to you either way. So with this one, it could be either one. So 20 years ago, I babysat that celebrity. So if it's just the one time that you babysat them, it would be the preterite. If you used to babysit them a lot, it would be the imperfect. So initially I thought it was the preterite, but then I realized it could also be the imperfect if you wanted that different meaning. As a young adult, I learned Chinese. That would be imperfect because you were learning it over a period of time. You don't usually just learn Chinese in one sitting. I did not like to eat as a child. So that was something that was ongoing throughout your whole childhood. So I did not like would be in the imperfect. I ate the whole cake. So that's saying that you ate something. So it happened once. So it would be the preterite. My friend left. So that would also be the preterite because it's a one-time thing. He went to Paris. Once again, that would be the preterite because went is something. If this is the opposite example, this is the imperfect. They used to go to Madrid. So he went to Paris, that happened once. They used to go to Madrid, that happened a lot of times. Who ran the company then? That could be the imperfect because it's when someone's running a company, they don't usually run it for just one day. They run it for a while. But I could also see you could use the preterite if you're talking about a more definite period of time, like that day or that year. You could probably also use the preterite there. The boys cried. Preterite because it's a definite, it's talking about a specific instance. She ran every morning. She ran every morning. It was a repeated event, so it would be the imperfect. Once again, depending on the tense chosen, it could change the meaning of the sentence. So you could have had a different, you could have possibly had a different thing here. Once again, please ask me if you have any questions because sometimes it can be incorrect unless it's just changing the sentence. So I hope this helps, and good luck with learning Spanish.